Alright, so we're back with another educational commentary. We are on DPS today. I usually just stick to tank because that's what I'm good at, but I had a good game on Illios, so we are going to commentate on this. First thing to notice, we have Roadhog and Ball, so we don't have a shield, which means we don't have a lot of protection, but that's okay because Soldier's quick. When Hog gets a hook, this is a great time to put a lot of damage into the enemy because they can't move, which makes them an easy target. So shower them with bullets. Use your quick damaging abilities like Helix Rocket to get a lot of damage into them quickly. That's exactly what I do. And for some reason, their ball makes himself an easy target, and blenders himself in here, trying to get the McCree off the high ground. Uh, and he has a very good advantage by being able to see everyone, and he has those two poles for cover, so he could kill us really easily. I'm gonna want to push him off, and I end up killing him. Right now we're just cleaning up. It's a 4v6. There's no chance that we lose this unless they get some lucky kills. So at the end here, you want to make sure that you're protecting your team, that no one's dying. There are going to be those flankers like Tracer who are looking to kill people like characters like Zen to make their fight when they come back a little easier. So protect your Zen, protect your Ana, whoever it is. Make sure they don't die, and make sure you don't die. Right here, usually you don't want to chase the ball, but I do this time because they were they were pretty low and they had a Discord orb on them, but always make sure to come back quickly into the fight before things really get bad, because then it'll be a 5v6. Their ball can get back quickly, but you can't most of the time. Their Roadhog and Tracer were overextended a little bit, so I'm trying to help out our Hog, and coming back to help them. Their ball is low as heck. Focus their low HP targets just to try to make the fight a little more even. Throw in the unexpected ultimate here. Unfortunately, our Ana dies. Even though I picked up their Ana, it doesn't look like we're gonna win this fight. Yeah. So we lost a few people there, and they end up taking the point. But I'm not going to run away fully because they also lost a few people, so that makes it easy for me to get some picks. Like that was a good Helix Rocket on the Mercy. If she was low, that would have been a kill. Right here, I challenged the Hog here. The only reason I challenged the Hog here is because he was low, and I knew for a fact that he didn't have hook because he just used it. But the second he has a ton of health with the ability to kill you, and that was a very lucky quadruple dink, something like that, on the Tracer. Absolutely destroyed. Just a great example of why you should practice your aim in training in a creative mode, something to improve your aim, just for reactive instances like that. And then I think the Hog kills me here. Yeah, the Hog challenges and gets me. Let's see what's up now. Alright, yeah, so we end up winning that fight. We took the point back. Tracer, okay, when Tracer's close, Tracer just blended there, ran right into the rockets. Tracer's out there. Do not challenge a soldier up close when they have rockets. He can kill you really quickly. Just a couple bullets in a rocket will kill you. In this Tracer, you don't need to be super close to do damage. A lot of people think Tracer needs to be super close to do damage, but you can stay about 10 meters away and still do the same amount of damage if you have good aim. So yeah, practice your aim. And as a soldier, make sure to get that burst damage in and kill the Tracer quickly. Help your front line now. And aim for tanks if you're looking to get your ult really quickly. They are a great source of ult charge, but you shouldn't focus them the whole time because you're not going to kill them. Their Hog has, so much health, has a healing ability, has healers. So your main goal is going to be focus DPS like right then, but be careful because that Widow has the long range advantage. So I'm just going to pepper her whenever possible, except right there was bad because I was one-shot body shot, and that's what she did. She just did one little peek and destroyed me, so that was a mistake. Do not if you're gonna shoot her straight up, if you're just gonna challenge her straight up, which I shouldn't have because I wasn't winning that fight in 9 out of 10 times, do some crouch strafing, do some kind of dodge and weaving to make you a more difficult target to hit. And Alright, so we're coming back in the fight here. Be aware of their Widow. Our Widow picked their Widow. Right here, we have walls, and the Tracer's trying to flank, which is really stupid. You should almost never be trying to flank when they have walls. Just play with your team. And as Soldier versus Tracer, you can burst the Tracer with an insta-kill using rockets and a punch, and I'm just going to show that right here. And I'm crouching to make sure that she doesn't hear me. So what you're going to do, you're just going to wait for them to come around the corner here, and then rocket and punch them. Boom, pow, just like that. And instantly down one, and our ball gets killed there. And then I'm just going to secure the fight, secure the point with my ultimate. We have 95%. You know, there's no way they're going to challenge again, so we win that. And on to the next point. And we are playing Junkrat now, and see what I did there? I put a mine on the door. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you an extra mine to boost yourself quicker towards the point. So instead of having 2, I now have 3 to boost myself. And you're going to want to do these air jumps to continue your momentum and go farther than just, you know, having them on the ground. And I start off by shooting some grenades down that alley, and then I go to the right really quickly because I'm going to try to lock down this area. As Junkrat, you know, good strategy is to lock down an area with your mines, with your grenades, with your mines. And right here, I take out that Lucio real quick. A quick burst kill with a grenade and a mine. I'm sure everyone knows how to do that by now, but if you don't, just shoot a grenade, instantly mine, and then trigger your mine, and it'll instantly kill any squishy, any 200 health character, which is very important, especially against characters like Lucio, which are hard to hit and can regen health quickly. So once I know that there aren't people over there, I turn around to go help my team, and right here I make a mistake, first of all, by missing everything, and second of all, by putting myself out in the open so much. That ball just took me down super quickly, so I should have played around my, used the natural barriers more to my advantage, and my team backed out there anyway, so I probably would have got fried no matter what. And we got some pigs, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Shoot some mines down some grenades down that alleyway. That's a very high traffic area, and if I can secure that area, that'd be great for the team. And I put a trap down here to secure this right side. This right side here has a great angle on that main alleyway, and if I can lock down a whole section of the map, that limits their the area that they could move around, and prevents them from getting a lot of angles. And this Mercy's kind of cornered off here, so I'm targeting her. And once again, just a quick burst kill. And there's a Tracer blending herself in there. You know, just sticking to this main corridor here, making sure no one comes through. It's the quickest way to get to the point. And I'm also gonna ricochet. You know, a lot of Junkrats, a lot of good Junkrats, no ricochet spots. And something I see a lot are Junkrats that do not abuse ricocheting grenades off of walls. Use every ability that you can. You will learn better ricochet spots as you play on different maps. But seriously abuse that. It's one of the best things about Junkrat's kit. Okay, yep, just sectioning out the map. What you're basically going to want to do is prevent characters from coming in. And right there, actually, is something I want to talk about real quick. So when the hog gets a hook, so not only do you want to look at your own hog getting hooks, but you also want to look at the enemy hog getting hooks. If you're a character that can disrupt the hog hook, then do that. Because if they get a hook, it does a lot of damage and can possibly kill a teammate. But if you can throw a mine at them and shoot them into the air like this, then they're not going to be able to get a good shot off on their hooked enemy. So do that every time you see a hog get a hook, and you know, put a trap behind you when you're shooting at a certain area. And our Ana just nanos me just so I won't die there. And I end up dying anyways. unfortunately, they get a res, and they mine the point, some good mines, and they get a lot of picks. So I think we end up losing this fight here. So yeah, as Junkrat section off the map, lock it down, lock down other doorways. You know, it doesn't take much. You can just shoot a couple shots into a doorway to check if anyone's coming through there, and it does enough damage that they'll back away if you hit them. So Junkrat is great. His ultimate ability is also one of the best in the game. So right here, I'm at high ground, looking for some people before I use my tire. I don't want to blindly tire, because if they're on the opposite side of the point, then they could, you know, shoot my tire super easily. So right there is, I'm still looking for a position to get into my, to use my ult. That was all I was doing, and they pushed me. Use your mines to get away from the fight if you need to, and then trap off your back. And I got a lucky kill on the Mercy there. She went right into the trap. And as you can see, the McCree and the ball are both in a very tight space, which is bad for them because I can throw grenades in there, and it has an area effect, which does a lot of damage to them. Yeah, the ball's running away. Their McCree got finished off. So Junkrat is great for sectioning out the map and making sure no one can get into them. And we won that fight without having to use my tire, so I'm still looking to use my tire here. High ground is great because you can't really look up really quickly. And instead of using my tire here, I elect to actually help our ball first, because preventing a teammate from dying is often better than risking it, than taking yourself out of the fight and using an ult, even though it could potentially get a lot of kills. So yeah, that Sigma got hooked and the McCree got picked, and yeah, their ball isn't really doing much. You can avoid him very easily, especially if, you know, just use a mine and you can jump away. So I'm just sticking down this hallway here, and they can't come through because I'm doing so much damage. And then here, I think we use our tire finally. Yeah. So I saw that they're all grouped up. Once again, you don't want to use a blind tire because they could be super far away. So I saw that they're all bundled up, and now I use it. And I saw them go this way, so I'm just going to flank around here. Don't know how this doesn't kill the McCree. I really don't know. It was a millimeter. It was a pubic hair away from killing him. But we got the Sigma, which is mostly what I wanted to do because he is their main tank. He's not much of a main tank, but he is their main tank right now. Alrighty. And, you know, I'm just going to... I know where the McCree is, so I'm going to jump right on him. And getting out of there, actually, now because they used a Lucio ult. And then I jiggle peeked that McCree right there. Use jiggle peeks. You know, use aiming techniques. They're very important to use, and it paid off against that McCree right there. And I'm backing up, getting heals. Wait for their I blocked off that Sigma right there. Wait for their Sigma to use his hands, because he'll get a lot of shields from you, especially as Junkrat. You know, throw some grenades down the left side, section that off. Not letting that Brigida come in. Do not let that Brigida come in. Do not let that Tracer flank. And if that ball falls into your trap, do some damage. You can do a ton of damage, so target that ball if he gets in the trap. And if you can mine out of any ultimate, the mines you can use very quickly. You can utilize them in many different ways. So use your mines to get into a fight, to get out of a fight, to get out of an ult. You can use them for a lot of things. And then right here, let me just go back a little bit to where I'm using my ultimate. I could not get out of that ult right there, but it would have been helpful if I did. Right here, I'm using my ultimate, and I know they're close. And, you know, as you guys know, Junkrat literally can't move when he's using an ult, making him a super easy target. And I hear the Brigida come over. I see the Brigida come over. You can use your ultimate as bait. You know, they instantly hear that tire and they instantly come over, which could be good for them. They could get a free kill, but it also could be really bad for them because they're getting baited, which is exactly what I did right here. So use it as bait. Use your own body as bait. How do I get back into? Oh, here we go. And they're coming through the left side, so I, section it out. Do not let them through. That's most of the time what you're going to be doing is not letting people through as Junkrat. You can't really aim very accurately, so block off areas of the map. And right now we're just cleaning up. So overall, guys, if you're playing Junkrat, make sure to take over certain parts of the map. Do not let anyone through. Support your team with your mines. Get out with your mines. Use your traps to block off areas. Use your ricochets. Abuse the ricochets if you're playing Junkrat. And as soldier, make sure you're supporting your backline so they don't get killed. Lay down heals for them. And burst damage is very important as soldier. So make sure you're getting your rockets in at the right times on the right characters like Tracer that you can kill super easily, or Widowmaker looking for high ground if you can get a rocket on her that's sick. And use your burst damage when your hog gets hooks and your team has other abilities like that. Thanks for tuning in, guys.